Hello guys, so my headset is not acting the way it should. So let's do this with just the mic on the phone for now. So we have Monday morning and I'm back with this guy. And it's getting really hard and stiff. Now, this is going to become a 3-part because I need to show you something. And then it's going to be another part where I paint that. So if you want to skip straight to painting, you do that. You do you guys. You do what makes you happy. Actually, I heard this is just proof that people think about stuff in different ways. So for those of you who missed part 1, what this is one of these. And I've taken it away. Anyway, this is just like a woven bread basket that was in really rough condition. And what I've done is I've taken some wood glue mixed up with water. You can use any PVA glue or just Mod Podge or anything. And just slather it on and taken toilet paper. And just put it on, just decoupaging it on. Now, we're back to part 2. And this is where we're gonna make some texture on it. So you can do this in very different ways. And I can see you can't really see me right now. And I'm gonna move you as soon as I have. So what I'm doing now is I'm just taking a piece of toilet paper, putting some wood glue on it, and then I just smudge it like this. And with that, you can create a lot of different things. You can pre-draw like patterns or swirlies or stuff that you want to put on, and you put this on like really swirly. Like, no, I'm not a very super swirly person, but I'm trying here. Okay, so maybe you do something like this and you just keep building it on. You do whatever pattern you feel like it's gonna be good. You can make it thinner, thicker. I mean, it's just paper. You do what you feel is good. You can just do any kind of swirlies. And once you got it on there, you take some more glue and just slither it on. Smother it with glue. But I am a bit of a fantasy freak. And also I love nature and forests. So what I'm gonna do. Let's see when you figure this out. Oh, keep going. I need to adjust you. I'm just wondering. You know what? I think I'm gonna raise you up a bit. I think that's gonna help. Yeah, covered in glue. I think raising you up will help. Whoop. Let's move you slightly this way. There we go. That should work. This doesn't look like much right now, does it? Just like a little earthworm crawling all over the box. Well, you can do that. Just a bunch of worms and draw smiley faces on them and stuff. Now, remember, we're just working with texture right now. We're not doing... you have to think away the color, because the red is still shining through. It's not gonna be looking like this when we're done with it. Not at all. So what I do not... The reason why I smother it with some glue first is so it will absolutely stick together. Now this is going to be quite thick, so it's going to take a while for it to dry. That's why it's going to be a 3-part. Even with the hairdryer on it, it's going to take a while for this to dry. And I'm going to keep doing this. And I just kind of press it down. Now this is really covered in glue, so it's going to ooze a little bit, but that's okay. And I have some plastic underneath. It is just a cut up garbage bag, trash bag, whatever you call it. So this is what it starts like. So I'm going to take some more. Now I'm actually going to do this so I can make them thinner. Oh, do you know what's satisfying? As you can see, I get quite a lot of glue there. And then after it's dry, to just rip it, and you can kind of make it into long, like try and get as big pieces as possible. It's kind of like when you peel glue from your hands. Please tell me I'm not the only one who loves peeling glue. It's one of the things in school, you know, you put some glue on your hands, just peel it off. The teacher would go nuts because you were wasting glue. Today I totally sympathize with the teacher because wasting glue, and kids can use quite a lot of glue. But then again, I'm using quite a lot of glue too. So I'm not really the one to criticize. Now I'm making sure I don't go under because I need it to lay flat to dry. And also don't want it to make it too wobbly. And another thing, this can sometimes become a bit rough. So what I did, I just took a nail file that I just placed somewhere. Preparation is key. Oh, there it is. So I just took a nail file and just sanded off where I could feel that there was some hard spots, just pokey bits. Sometimes you can get something that's really actually kind of pointy, like thorns almost. It's not very nice. So I just took a nail file and just sanded it off. You can just use a sanding block or whatever you have. So I'm gonna take off a bit here. There we go. And I'm sure you can kind of figure out what I'm doing right now. Now you can make this prettier and neater and work on this as much as you want. For as long as you like, for as much as you like. Now you can make any kind of relief that you want. If you want to make flowers, if you want to make just glue stuff on here, that's another thing. And we're going to do that in the decoration part too. We are going to, after I painted it, I'm going to glue some extra nature stuff on it. Because, you know, like it. So, like something like that, maybe. I'm going to put some more glue on here. Yeah, okay. So I'm kind of happy with that. Now you can, the best part about using something, normally when you do decoupage, you want something that is as soft and smooth and as sweet as possible so it doesn't tear the paper. For this, I kind of want something that's a bit shorter so I can kind of stab it into place. Just, as you can see now, I use my thumb and just poke it towards it to kind of make it a bit slimmer. You can just use your hands. You can use, I've been using this plastic butter knife quite a lot, just moving stuff around, reshaping it until you're kind of happy with it. I'm not too unhappy with this. You can tell it's a tree. I hope you can tell it's a tree with some roots, and I'm gonna just flatten out the roots a little bit, and I'm gonna move this root because I don't know why it's going up like that. Roots usually don't do this and just go straight up. They usually strive to go downwards where the soil, the nourishment and the water and everything is. So yeah, so you can fill with this as much as and as little as you want. So this is just paper, glue and water. That's all it is. That's all it is. I can put some more there. I just want a little something there. And yeah, I get a ton of glue on myself. Use gloves if you don't. This is just water-based glue, nothing toxic, nothing dangerous at all. There we go. Now I'm gonna go for, actually I want something little, just a tiny little one there. And I don't mind if I get a bit more glue inside. You know, it just helps to strengthen it. You can just brush over extra glue to make it extra hard if you want to. This is a bit too much. I want a little bit less. There we go. And I'm gonna put some glue on this. Make it easier to, there we go. And I just smush it down here. Yeah. And I'm actually gonna make it, I need some more glue. I need some more glue. There we go. Let's see, what am I gonna do with you? Actually, I want to cut you off. You didn't have to cut me off. That is stuck in my head. It's been going, people are using it for Instagram Reels right now, and pretty much any time that I watch a reel, that I watch Reels on Instagram, that song is popping up. And I'm getting kind of tired of it. I hear that a lot of people are just reposting what they do on TikTok on Instagram Reels, because it's basically the same thing, just on Instagram. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that. Let's do something else. I'm gonna do what I did on this side, but I'm not gonna show you that yet. So I'm gonna just keep working. I think we're gonna work here. We're gonna work here. So I'm gonna put you down. And as usual, I'm working on multiple projects at once. I was actually in a writing group, and we were talking about inspiration, and when you hit like a dry spell or something where you just can't create, things aren't going the way you want them to, and writing characters are not going. And they were talking about how it's important to have multiple projects going. Because if you get stuck on one project, instead of just getting hung up on that project and not, oh, I'm not going anywhere, I just can't get it done, it's a big truck. You can just move on and do something else for a while, and let kind of what you're working on sit for a bit, to get new idea and new inspiration. And I feel that goes for pretty much any... This doesn't look like much right now, does it? Just a little blob. Oh, it's a rock. Yeah, it could be a rock, actually. Didn't think about that. But it's not a rock. It's not gonna be a rock. It's not gonna be Dwayne Johnson at all. No, I'm not making Dwayne Johnson. Oh, you could totally do that if you're good enough, if you're skilled enough. I'm really not good at people. Creating people, drawing people, or anything of that form. So there, I'm gonna need more on this one. I just want the basic shape. Can you even see what I'm doing? Maybe I zoom in just a little bit. So yeah, so that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm working on multiple projects at once. Because sometimes, you know, with the Christmas cards, for example, here, I kind of got stuck, like I was making everything looking the same, and I got bored and just, nah, don't like the look of it. I want to do something new, but I just couldn't think of something new to do that I enjoyed. That might be a bit too much paper, but I can always take some off. And we'll keep building on this one. I'm gonna take off about half of it. So I do other projects, and also once I get a project started, I kind of remember to do it, because I'm one of those people. I get too many ideas, get just overflowing with ideas. Can you tell what it is now? Maybe you can tell. And you can fiddle with this as much or as little as you want. You can make them as rough as you want. Now these will gonna take quite a lot of work if you want them completely smooth, and I think you need to sand them afterwards. But you don't really need that. You don't need that to be smooth. There's very few things in nature that is completely smooth. Especially if we're talking about plants and stuff. It's not a whole lot of stuff that is that's completely smooth. So I'm gonna put this one here. There we go. And also, I mean, worst case scenario, you can always go over it with some more glue and stuff and just kind of smooth out, fill in the cracks. If that's something you want to do. Oops, everything is just sliding around today. I think the last time it stayed pretty good because when I was doing the other side, it was staying pretty good because it was still slightly, just slightly wet still from the base layer. Just not as wet, so it not so can't speak. Not so wet that it got sticky. It was still sticky, but right now it's kind of so dry. It's slippery. Slippery is the word I'm looking for. How hard could that be? Find a word that's slippery. Oh my goodness. Just some days words are harder than others, and Monday morning is not really, mornings at all isn't really my thing. And I haven't even finished my first cup of coffee today yet. Yeah. Can you even tell what it is? Maybe I should show you the first ones I did. This is coming loose. Why are you coming loose? None of the other times I did this, it came loose. Because, and now I'm getting new ideas. Now I need to find more of these baskets. Because I keep getting new ideas as I'm standing here working on it. I'm getting a lot of new ideas. So I'm really curious, what are you doing? What are you up to right now? Are you also creating, or are you just watching? Are you having some coffee, maybe some lunch? What are you doing right now? I think I said this before, but I usually watch crafting videos. I more listen to them than other things. Crafting videos that I need to watch, like follow instructions and stuff, I tend to put them in the watch later pile. And then that pile becomes so big I never get around to it. Okay, so there's 2. I'm gonna make 1 more because I like 3. So this is what I'm trying to do. Just little mushrooms and a tree. Now these are done a while ago and they are solid. They are rock hard. You hear that? That's really hard. So I'm gonna keep decorating this around, putting another tree and some more mushrooms and stuff like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. If you're leaving now, just want to say thank you for watching, and I'm gonna keep crafting for a little bit here. I won't be going for 18 minutes. I usually do longer videos. And as I bump into problems while I'm crafting, I tend to go over that and how you can fix them and different solutions and stuff. So that's why I kind of like other crafters too that are doing, or actually not just cutting up a video like this is how you do it. I like the ones that you follow along while they craft. Why don't you want to stick to me? I'm not sure. There we go. I'm thinking maybe it's a good idea to just slather on some and let it become kind of tacky before start putting this stuff on, because they will stay better. Now as I'm working on it, kind of want to slide around quite a lot. It's gonna be sliding a bit, but I don't want it to slide this much. Oh, need more. And don't be shy with the glue. The glue is what keeps it together and makes it hard. You can probably just take stuff and glue it on like, well, just glue on a little Santa maybe. Just something. Or you can just take those little mushrooms that you can find at the dollar store for decorations and glue them on here instead of just putting stuff like this on. This one is coming loose. Why are you coming loose? Let's poke you down. Pokey, 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 Pokemon. Oh, I'm so sad they are closing Wizards Unite in January, and I really hate Niantic for that. People keep telling me, oh, it's just because it's not as successful as Pokemon Go. Well, how many games are not as successful as Pokemon Go and they keep going? It's just lazy. They just don't want to look for the right writer. They're not in contact with the community in the same way as Pokemon Go is. When the Pokemon Go team is a lot more involved in the community, and the YouTubers that do videos about Pokemon Go, the Pokemon Go staff is in contact with them. They, you know, but with Wizards Unite, they haven't. I followed a few Wizards Unite YouTubers, and it's just not the same thing. They don't care about the community in the same way. And just because it didn't turn out the same way Pokemon Go did, not a whole lot of games will ever be as big as Pokemon Go is. And people keep saying, oh, it's over, it's over. No, it's not. It's still very active. Still a lot, keep happening new things constantly. There are constantly new events. There's still new Pokemon Go YouTubers coming out. It's like people are still playing quite a lot. There's also new players coming in, and it's a big, still really big. And if you just hop up and search for Pokemon Go, you're gonna find so many Pokemon Go channels. There are some really huge ones, and most of them are streamers, and they moved on to Twitch. Why don't you want to stay there? I want you to stay there. Come on, be there. Be a nice one. Be a nice mushroom. Yeah, I think the idea of putting some of this on and letting it become sticky before continuing is a good idea. So I'm going to make sure I don't put this down on the table because I'm going to smush it. But I'm going to hold it like this and make a tree here at 2, I think. But I'm going to put some of this on, let it become sticky. So I'm going to leave this for now. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's it for now. And I'll be back with part 3 when we paint this. And you're going to see it's going to be such a big difference when you paint this. So with that, I'm going to turn you guys off now, because you know what I'm doing, and you do you. If you want to make swirlies, or if you want to make, you know, just squares, or if you want to not glue on any reliefs at all, that's up to you. You do. Oh, by the way, I was going to say that earlier. There was a person who said, when you say you do you, it means like F you. And I don't feel that. For me, when I say you do you, it means you do any style that makes you happy. You do it your way. You do it. This is just how I do it, and you do it your way. You do it the way you want to do it, and this is gonna be so fun to peel later. Glue. If you don't like peeling glue, you might want to wear gloves or do it other ways. There are other ways to do this. I would suggest you go check out a channel called Where the Gnomes Lives. I don't know if it Gnomes Lives or Gnome Lives. Where the Gnomes Lives, I think. It's Shannon Ojala. Ojala. She's in Canada. She's from Finland. She lives in Canada. She makes amazing stuff. So go check her out, please. She makes absolutely fantastic stuff. She's a big inspiration for a lot of the stuff that I do that are kind of like this, and then, you know, the big tree stump that I have, and all of that stuff. So go check her out. That's a little suggestion. I'm gonna go finish my coffee, wait for this to set slightly before I continue, and I'll see you guys real soon.